From now until June 5th, you're able to file for state and county offices here in the great state of Minnesota. There are even a few school districts, Frazee-Vergus, I know one of them, that you can begin to file for now as well because they have a primary. Most government bodies, I'm talking local municipalities like Detroit Lakes, that are not planning to run a primary will not actually have their time to register for city offices or whatever offices they have until actually July 31st into early August. But right now you can file for county offices. And so far, all 5 Becker County commissioners who are incumbents, of course, have filed for a position on the Becker County Board of Commissioners once again. But due to redistricting, all 5 were forced to run, which is something that happens very rarely, and 2 commissioners have actually been lumped in one district and could face each other, and 1 newcomer has filed in the newly formed district, which consists of wards 2 and 3 in Detroit Lakes. For the first time in, well, recent memory at least, the city of Detroit Lakes will be guaranteed at least one of the 5 seats on the Becker County Board of Commissioners due to the fact that Ward 2 and 3 is put together. Not to mention, of course, if you want to run for the State House or the State Senate, now is the time to register, well, between now and June 5th. So look around Becker County and tell yourself and ask yourself, do you like the direction things are going? And if you don't, do you think you can make a change for the better? And if so, then this is a time to act. This is a time to step up and maybe run yourself. Now, Becker County, I respect greatly. Love this area. Love the people in this area. But over the last couple years, some of the things that have happened in the local government have been a little bit, well, questionable, shall we say. Now, the results, we still got to wait the jury's out on some of the results because some of the decisions made at the county level could end up being very, very positive decisions. But over some of the controversy we've had in the last year makes people stop and pause for a second. At this moment, we are still without a county administrator after hiring one when Brian Berg left, Tom Mortensen, then releasing him in September under, well, whatever pretexts the county board felt they needed to let him go. And yet now we hear that they are planning to hopefully hire somebody by next September. That's a whole year without a county administrator. I don't know about you, but that really tells me one of 2 things. Either 1, the county honestly doesn't need a county administrator, or 2, that we are severely overtaxing our other department heads and the responsibilities and duties that they have to perform and do. And if that is the case, then what are we missing in those other departments that needs to be covered? See, either we've wasted time with the county administrator or we're severely abusing our county employees now by putting more on them. To me, it's really A or B. Although I feel we've probably got the right personnel and the right people to be able to make that happen. Some positive things that have happened the last year have been the dealings with aquatic invasive species, now that the county's taken an interest in that. I'll argue that it's a couple years later than it should have been, but better late than never to the table. There have been some decisions made as far as snowmobile trail usage. We now have the outdoor recreation plan that has come to light, which has been several years into the making. So there has been progress moving forward. However, I still maintain that some decisions, especially when it comes to taxing and assessments that the county is responsible for, are very, very questionable and very, very, very subject. Now, it looks like we're going to have a new county assessor here in Becker County, and hopefully that'll start moving things in a positive direction that way. Although I still say there's a big problem when you're assessing properties at, let's say, $200,000, and most of them in that area or among that type are selling for about $150,000. But we are part of the great democratic experiment. And right now it's time to participate in that democratic experiment. We've got plenty of very smart, talented people here in Becker County and the Lakes area. And if you're one of those, now is your time to step forward and lead in our area.